Imagine this for a moment. You turn on the TV expecting the usual royal gossip, and suddenly Meghan Markle is being torn apart live on air. Not just criticized, but mocked with a brutal 5-word remark that instantly grabs headlines. That is exactly what happened during a heated segment on Sky News Australia, and the comments about the Duchess of Sussex were anything but subtle. So here is the situation. Meghan Markle may be planning a return to the UK this summer alongside Prince Harry, and according to recent reports, King Charles could be considering offering them accommodation at Royal Lodge, the residence long associated with Prince Andrew. Now if that sounds controversial, that is because it absolutely is. Royal Lodge has become a deeply uncomfortable topic for the monarchy. Prince Andrew, now 66, was stripped of his royal titles and removed from many royal duties because of his association with the late Jeffrey Epstein. His reputation has been severely damaged, and the property itself has become symbolic of that scandal. So the idea that Harry and Meghan could stay there has sparked a lot of debate. During the Sky News Australia discussion, host Danica Di Giorgio opened the segment with a jab that immediately set the tone. She referred to Meghan as everyone's favourite non-royal, the Duchess of Privacy. That comment alone tells you the kind of conversation that was about to unfold. Danica suggested that Meghan might be preparing what she called a carefully orchestrated return to Britain, and when the topic of Royal Lodge came up, she raised an interesting point. In her words, that Lodge is tainted by Andrew's misdemeanors. She clearly seemed skeptical about whether it would even make sense for the king to offer the property to Harry and Meghan. Then the conversation took an even sharper turn when writer and comedian Michael Loftus joined in. And this is where things really escalated. Loftus joked that if Meghan did stay at Royal Lodge, the visit might need to be sponsored by some kind of cleaning product. He quipped that she would have to wipe the entire place down and check for hidden cameras. And then came the remark that quickly spread online. He casually suggested that maybe she and Andrew used to be a thing, adding that these rumors are out there. Now to be clear, that claim is speculation and not supported by any verified evidence. But in the world of television commentary, especially when humor and politics mix, these kinds of remarks can explode into viral moments almost instantly. Loftus did not stop there. He launched into a broader critique of Meghan's public image, calling her the Queen of Tacky. According to him, if the trip were truly about family, it could be something simple like visiting relatives, having a picnic, or a barbecue. Instead, he argued, the situation always seems to turn into a spectacle about accommodation, status, and publicity. His exact phrasing was blunt. He described her as the Queen of Tacky and Awkward. Danica Di Giorgio then jumped back in with her own commentary. She joked that Meghan loves a freebie and questioned whether King Charles would ever really offer the couple such a prestigious residence. In her view, even if it happened, staying in the former home of Prince Andrew would actually feel like a downgrade. And honestly, when you step back and look at it, that is the strange irony here. Royal Lodge is a grand estate, but because of everything surrounding Andrew, the place now carries a cloud of controversy. So the question becomes whether it would feel like a royal gesture or a public relations nightmare. But the story does not end there. Behind the scenes, there are also reports suggesting that Prince Andrew is interested in reconnecting with Prince Harry. According to insiders, Andrew believes the two of them have something in common. In his eyes, both men have been pushed aside by the royal family. One palace insider reportedly said Andrew feels a strong sense of kinship with Harry because they were both the so-called spares within the royal hierarchy. Andrew is said to believe they have both been treated unfairly by the institution. Whether that perspective is accurate or not is another debate entirely, but it does show how complicated the dynamics inside the royal family have become. Interestingly, sources claim that Harry might be open to rebuilding some kind of relationship with his uncle. But there is one major obstacle, and that obstacle is Meghan Markle. According to insiders, Meghan reportedly wants nothing to do with Andrew. The source claims she finds him deeply troubling and believes any association with him could damage her personal brand. And if that assessment is correct, it highlights something we have seen repeatedly in the Harry and Meghan story. Meghan is often described as having significant influence over the couple's decisions, especially when it comes to public image and reputation. The insider even put it quite bluntly, saying that what Meghan says goes when it comes to Harry. Now whether that is fair or not is open to interpretation. Critics argue it shows Meghan controlling the narrative, while supporters say it simply reflects a couple making joint decisions in a very hostile media environment. But one thing is certain. Any potential visit to the UK by Harry and Meghan will attract enormous attention. If Royal Lodge becomes part of that story, the headlines will only get louder. And honestly, that raises a bigger question about the future of the monarchy. Can the royal family ever truly move past the scandals, the internal tensions, and the endless public commentary? Or has the modern royal drama simply become part of the institution itself? Because if one thing is clear from that Sky News segment, it is this: the conversation around Meghan Markle is not cooling down anytime soon. In fact, it might be getting even more heated. And every time a new rumor surfaces, the media debate starts all over again.